Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think I want to do the cover of this today. And I'm still kind of vacillating. I'm not completely sold on what I want to do. Is it weird that like the last 2 or 3 days of the month, I get freaked out because what am I going to do for my project next month? That's not weird. That's pitiful. But that's kind of where I've been happening. And I've noticed that the last few months. I'm like, oh yeah, now I know why I don't know what I want to do. So, oh geez, I just hit everything. So I'm like stuck. And it's not because of lack of, there's no block happening or whatever they call all that stuff. I don't usually have that because I have the opposite problem. I usually have too many ideas. And it's like, which one do I want to do? I don't know. Well, what if you did this? Well, what if you didn't do that? But what if you did this and this? Blah, 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 blah. There's voices in my head going. And therefore, I just freeze. Is that a block? I don't think so. I think it's just crazy woman syndrome. But that happens a lot to me, crazy woman syndrome. I think I'm going to. Now, it doesn't stay true for the whole book, but I think I'm going to make like a wall of sound like Rex Ray did in his, I'm trying to just get this right size. Pretty close to the right size. To his little projects that he would do at night to kind of just keep his inspiration going. So I thought I might, is that the right size? Yeah, it needs to be a little bit thinner. I don't know if I can tear this. So much for measuring. Okay, that's good. That's good. But I think I'm going to take the wall of sound. If you don't know, I did practically my whole video yesterday on this guy. But just take out some of my favorite ones out of here and just make little vignettes, kind of like a grid of some of these. And these are super simple. And I have a drawer full of scraps, so it should be relatively... Oh, I need a little bit of a stand here. Where can I put this so that I can see it? I don't know. Maybe, okay. No, that's not a good spot. And I don't know which ones I'm going to do. Gosh, darn it. I need to be able to put this someplace. Maybe right there. Okay. Oh my Lord, I just saw a heel in here. That is too funny. And I have this whole box of paper next to me that I've used and used and used and used and added to and added to and added to and used, and it's still here. Okay, so, first of all, I'm going to do 9 grids here. It'll just be easier to fold it. If they're not exactly right, that's okay. So they're not exactly the same size, but I'm okay with that. They're close enough. So I really have gone off on a tangent on this guy. And I'm just going to let it ride. I'm going to be a surfer. I'm just going to let it ride. Because I really, really, if nothing else, I love the color combinations. I thought about it last night. I'm like, I overthought it last night, actually. Like, should I do this? And I'm like, well, it would be fun. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. I think I am. And it might be maybe kind of stuff like this. Where I'm just kind of taking the little ones and practicing with the shapes. I can practice a little bit more. What's the right word? Perfectly? Not really the right word, but a little bit more with Wild Abandon on the iPad, because all you got to do is hit a button and it erases. And I guess all I would have to do in real paper would be just to paint over it. Or take the glue off or whatever. Okay, there's one. And even if these wander off and I go on my own, I'm okay with that too, because it's supposed to happen like that. I want a little bit of inspiration to be happening. Sounds like there's a big truck out there somewhere. I had this huge drawer of paper that I'm just pulling from. Actually, I think I'm going to leave the center square open. This seems to be a lot of blue and green. I don't want that, actually. And I'm going to write in there, time to shine. Oh, here's a good Star Trek emblem shape. Time to shine. April 2025. See, I like that one. I like that one. Here's some deli paper with lots of color. Ooh. You know what? My next journal might be 9s. I love the number 7, but it doesn't work out right. Unless I could try to make it work out. I just make these grids. I make little tiny vignettes of stuff. All right, I need another. It would use up a lot of paper. See, I already changed this one around. That's okay. But it's just fun. And a little freeing I say that. I say a lot of the same things over and over again, even though I do different things. In a constant state of, which is so hard for me, not thinking. I'm in a constant state of growing. I think that's a good word. Trying to grow. And I think this is good for the growth. That's how I can put it. This is good for growth. I'm stopping with that one right there. I like that. I feel like this is really good for growth. Just practicing these shapes for a month. As well as my same circles, because he does use a lot of circles. But I think he's also using other shapes, teardrops and petals, and like a lava lamp shape, for lack of a better word. And maybe just take things that he did and pull out, I want those teardrops, and make a whole grid of teardrops. I don't know. But I think I want to make a grid and maybe react to the grid. That's kind of like a traveler's notebook, how one, not traveler's notebook, yeah, I guess it is a traveler's notebook. No, Hobonichi weeks, where you have like a week on one side and you have a blank page on the other. And kind of like have a grid on one side and react to it. What I like about it could be just like a, it's a chance for growth. I'm looking for a chance for growth. And I think practicing these shapes will probably, it's a way to see if that will help. It's an experiment. And I kind of want that. I just want to play around. I don't have to have an excuse for what I do at all. I don't feel that pressure, but I kind of want to play around with all these shapes and see what happens for a month. Okay, that looks like a mom in a home, if you ask me. Like Mother Earth or something. And you know, a year or so ago, I caught on to some indigenous art from Canada. And it was very, very close to some of these shapes, now that I'm thinking about that. Wow. Mixing the two. All right. I need 4 more. And just a way to use some paper. I mean, like that really doesn't have any kind of reference anywhere. But if you cut it out, it just might. Into a teardrop. Oh, here's this copper. See, that's already, I don't even know if he has one like that. Not right off the bat. Then I want to make some stamps too, from some of these shapes, like a teardrop shape. This pill shape, maybe. I don't know. A squished, like geotag shape, whatever you call that shape, I don't know. So I'm just playing with Rex. I keep calling him Rex Harrison. Ray Rex. Rex Ray, which was a name he adopted. That was not his birth name. I think his birth name was James Patterson or something like that. Something very common. He definitely was not common. By using the same kind of few papers, I'm also creating a color palette. That's kind of cool. And make my own color palette. I know I said I was going to maybe do something with color palettes. Okay. There's these copper scraps here. I like that one too. Somebody said the other day on a painting channel somewhere along the line that I watched, it's not easy making things look easy. And I fully believe that. Jackson Pollock really had a lot of thought in all his splatters. And Rathko with, a solid color. If you get close up to those paintings, there's a lot going on. Okay, I kind of want an outside ring. Oh, now I know what that big truck noise sound is. It's a trash guy. My friend and I had lots of discussions about recycling while they were here, which she comes from California where you have to recycle everything. I come from South Carolina where I have literally seen the trash truck go up the street after they've picked up our trash, eat lunch, come back and collect the recycling and put it in the same truck. I literally have. So it's like, plus they have to walk. I mean, I believe it's a good thing, but I don't think South Carolina is doing it right yet at all. But I mean, they have to wash all of their glass, all of the labels off, all of the glue from the labels. None of that can go in. And I know Japan is really strict, which I get it. There's a lot of people. The earth is shrinking. The earth is frying. I get all that. But South Carolina doesn't have the infrastructure yet here for a lot of it. And she's a geologist, so she has all that knowledge of what's happening. Which we all should have that same knowledge. We should all know what's going on. I don't know. Like, how much water are you using, though, to wash the glue off? I'm kind of, are you helping one side and hurting another side? Okay, I need another shape here. This is not unlike Matisse, some of his things. And he said he was influenced by Matisse. Some of his collages when he was late in life. And not painting anymore. Oh, see, I love that. That looks like an octopus. Ooh, did I tell you I touched a jellyfish? I think I did. Ooh. Cannonball jellyfish. Okay. Now, if I could only do calligraphy, which I cannot. But we're going to write our title here. Yes. Look at me. I put a cover on something. I'm covering up my scout guide, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to tape it on here, though, because it's kind of... I probably should put some tape over it. I have a feeling I'm going to be referring to this one a lot. Between the book and this journal and March's, my water one, this one. There was just things happening in here too that I loved. So they're all right here and they're all going to happen one way or another. I'm not exactly sure. But a grid seems to be a kind of a good place to start. And my page can be 8 by 8 if you unfold, you take both sides of the paper. That gives me squares. And I'd rather have rectangles because he used rectangles. You know what I'm going to do? Just barely. Color in the ditch here of the folds. No, kind of got off kilter here. Oh, I like that. Now I'm ready to start May. Can you believe it's May? Holy mackerel. No. All right, I got a lot of paper here, but now I'm not throwing anything away. Because now I think I can use it all over the place. In the drawer. I've outgrown my box. Well, my box was not easily accessible. I tried it in a couple of different places. I have a box of paper here, but all my scraps. So they're all in a drawer. One of my Alex drawers. And you can't close it right now. So I need to do something like this. I need to get rid of some of it. But I really like this. And I'll be using this and this in May. And I am excited. Number one, I have a project kind of narrowed down now. It leads to all kinds of inspiration and avenues. And it's going to be colorful. Oh, it's going to be crazy colorful in the best sort of way. Whew. Bring on May. Thanks for watching. Bye.